Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the burst mode versus the Videl and basically exactly how you as the player can complete the burst mode using a Terrifying Conquerors team. Now the burst mode is not typically super duper difficult. Honestly, you probably have a pretty straightforward time with it. You can go strength and tech as you can see here, and you should be pretty much good to go for the majority of the team builds. There's not too much that you need to distinctly worry about, so I wouldn't necessarily have too many concerns regarding how everything works out. Obviously, you can see all the modifiers on screen right now. For the most part, a lot of them are very similar to my Pepe Gals run, so if you want to run a team using that category, you can. But generally speaking, everything should be quite easy and simple without having too many problems. I think Terrifying Conquerors is probably an easier team to build due to the fact that you have a wider range of units that are pretty strong and good for the fight. Obviously, we are above the 6000 modifier, so you can just remove some if you want to make it a bit easier. Although I will say that for the most part, you shouldn't really have any major problems here. Now, in terms of the burst mode itself, it's based on the Videl Dokkan event, and that Dokkan event is actually pretty straightforward. The only issue you may have is the second phase, which obviously has the Gohan and the Videl. Now with the Gohan and the Videl, the big thing is you're going to have to just be a little bit careful, because obviously Gohan you can't actually attack. So you just need to only focus Videl. If you do this, you should be more than fine. Rotations for this team will be Tech Piccolo on the 1 rotation with Cooler in the 2nd slot, and then you will have the Turles on the 1 rotation with Cooler in the 2nd slot. So that's pretty straightforward. Honestly, besides that, I think it's pretty much everything you need to know about the event. For the most part, I find that generally speaking, this team did pretty well. You can take a little bit of damage if you choose the wrong orbs, which is largely what I did. Say both of your active skills for the final phase against the Strength Videl to really augment your overall damage, but generally speaking, you're more than fine. I don't really find there being anything super duper difficult here. So for the most part, I think a lot of players are just going to have a pretty decent time overall, and I think, yeah, generally speaking, you shouldn't really have any major issues. All in all, as a player, I think you're pretty much good to go, and I don't think you'll run into any serious problems. But of course, if you do, you can let me know. If you don't have Cooler, that's okay. Just change the typing to be AGL and Tech, or AGL and Strength, and rather use someone like First Form Frieza, who will also equally put out a pretty impressive amount of damage, and you shouldn't really have any major problems. Like I said, Terrifying Conquerors is one of the categories that has a lot of units to select from, so you can mix and match quite a few different units and build your teams pretty relatively easily without taking on any real strain or problems overall. I think for the most part, a lot of players just won't have problems with this fight, so I'm just not really that concerned with taking it on. I think generally speaking, a lot of players are just really going to be like more than fine overall. So yeah. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Honestly speaking, there's just not too much more really to mention. So, of course, if you are having any difficulties, you can let me know. But generally speaking, I think you guys will be, for the most part, pretty safe and happy with this, realistically. I think it's just a very straightforward situation, and I think a lot of players won't really have any major concerns. With that being said, that's pretty much it. If you are having issues with team building, let me know in the comments down below. I will gladly assist. And like I said, if you are having problems or you need more help with building a team, or you want to run a Pepe Gals team, you can take a look at my other videos, and I think you'll probably come out pretty well, like happy and handled. But yeah, that's basically it for me. See you guys in the next one. Till then, take care, stay safe, and bye.